Ooh, this is a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Welcome to the latest update of Britt's Picks. If you're new here, welcome. This is one of my favorite all-time videos to make. These are my personal top 20-ish. I tend to go over a little bit. I try and edit it down. But I test hundreds of products, and these are the top 20 that I personally love. They're very near and dear to my heart, my hair, my lashes, all the things. So these are the products that I use on heavy rotation. I update this list every now and then. It lives back on TheStyleshaker. It takes a while sometimes to update it because I'm really hard on products that I test. After testing hundreds, you get to be kind of nitpicky. And yeah, I'm excited to update you. I have 11 newbies here. And again, 20 of these are back on the site. You can see over 120 the best performers, not just my personal favorites, because let's be honest, I'm just one person with a certain type of hair and skin and whatever. So you can see all those. They're in something I call the Boss Guide, Best of the Style Shaker Guide. If at any point you want to go and do that, do it. I'm not going to stop you. And nobody paid to get on this list. A brand cannot pay to get on this list. A product cannot be pushed in front of me and said, hey, do a positive review. I'm all about honesty and transparency. That's my spiel. Let's kick it off with some of the newbies that made it onto the list. This is the Innersense shampoo and conditioner. I tried their I Create Volume and Lift. I don't know. I tried something from them a while ago. This is the Pure Harmony Hair Bath. I have this in their shampoo and conditioner. I don't even know why I just said that. So it's great for fine to medium hair. I guess medium fine hair. Anyway, I have fine hair. I have a lot of it. I've been on a bit of a hair journey. It's doing better than it ever has. And it's in part because of specific products. Not only because of this, I will not tell you that. This is not a miracle worker, but it is a really great combination of shampoo and conditioner for a couple of reasons. It's non irritating to me. Check the ingredients. I find it not to be stripping on the hair. I have a full in-depth review and results for this product, and anything that I talk about, I'll put the full review down below so you can dig in if you want to see more, along with what I would recommend instead, because not all these are going to work for you, right? They're personal. But yeah, so it rinses out really cleanly. It's not heavy. And for fine hair types, we don't want it to weigh down quickly. The other random thing that I noticed, some hair care that I use when I just get into like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the honeymoon phase might be over. And sometimes it makes my hair kind of just smell not so great after a couple of days. I think it's just buildup. I do have a clarifying shampoo. It's in the Boss Guide. So I do that once a week, but that never happens with these. So I'm a fan. That's the first one. Let's keep going. Next, we have a return. Don't call it a comeback. It's Tower 28 SunnyDays Broad Spectrum SPF Alert. I have this in multiple shades. This is just Mulholland, but I've tried a bunch. I think I mentioned that in the full scorecard review on the site. This is dewy, but it's not heavily dewy. There's something about how it just kind of melts into the skin. It's very easy, very effortless. My skin really likes it. And I love that I can get a really nice opacity with this. It says it's a tinted sunscreen. I've seen it product review wise. I feel like I've seen a title that it's a foundation somewhere. So, whatever you want to call it, it just works really well for light coverage, hydrating if you have dry skin. Mine has been a little reactive lately. The Ilia that I tried last week did give me a reaction. Just because it happened to me doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. But I love this for multiple reasons. They don't really change their prices, which I don't know, that might not last forever, but they're taking probably a hit, and Tower 28 is very reasonably priced. I love them. I've been a fan for years. I think I have a promo code for this as well. Those are in the reviews. Moving on. Another return to the mix. This is the Jones Road Just Enough Tinted Moisturizer. This actually I don't think has been on the favorites list. The reason this is sticking out mostly for me lately is I like to wear an SPF underneath. I don't rely on tinted products with SPF for sunscreen if I am in direct sunlight. That is my prerogative. There's heated debate about this topic. But I like this because it is a tinted moisturizer. No frills. It's not trying to be anything else. It has great ingredients in there for me and my skin. It depends on your skin and your skin type and what you're looking for. But it's just that classic tinted moisturizer. And it's funny because you don't see that anymore. There's so many products that are like, okay, it has peptides, it has hyaluronic acid. Not a bad thing. I have sensitive skin. It's getting more sensitive because I keep putting stuff on it. And I need middle of the road in terms of ingredients list. I need simple. I need it to just be the category without having to be all things all at once. That's what I want. And this is one of the only ones that does that. It's not the highest coverage, so I can mix it with a concealer if I want to even out redness. I tend to do that, but it's a wonderful option. I have this in beige. And again, you can see all the information back on the StyleShaker, including wear test and what I would recommend instead. Next, I'm not holding with my hands because it's too big. It is the HigherDose PEMF Mat. It's a lot. It's pulse electromagnetic frequency. It's a thing. So look at it. This is the inside out winner for me. I did not expect to like this. I expected to return it and get my money back because this is an investment. However, it is one of my happy places and happy parts of my day. It's a ritual, although this week I haven't been doing it. I have to tell you, I can really tell. I can really tell. Also, it's so good when you're hormonal. So anyway, I find it to be a stress reliever. It's very helpful for my shoulder blades. I get really tense underneath my shoulder blades. It loosens up those muscles really well. I recommend just looking at the review because there's so much that goes into this mat. It is more than a topical option. It's really something that is inside out, wellness oriented, all that stuff. I love it. And I think it's one of the best purchases I've made. And again, it's an investment. So read all the information because it might not be a fit for you, or you're just like, I just want to talk about makeup, in which case we needed to put this in there. And by we, I mean me. Okay. This is the RMS French Rosé shaded Hydra blush. I've tried it in Sangria. I think it was just, and I said this in that initial review, I wasn't crazy about that shade just for my skin and what I'm looking for. And I'm so glad I tried this one out because, first of all, RMS does, I've already got it on. I'm wearing it today, but I'm not a huge blush person. You can really layer it up if you want to. RMS does the most natural looking finishes with their shimmers. I don't know if it's the type of mill that they use or what goes into their formulas, but for somebody that loves a little bit of a pop of glow, adding a little bit of life to the skin, but I really don't want to look glittery. I really don't want to look like a disco ball. And I really don't want something to be, I want it to be flexible. So I want to be able to build this up. It picks up on the brush really well. I've been using it for a while and it doesn't have any signs of showing pan anytime soon. Sometimes I'll just use this as monochromatic and I'll put it on the eyes. I kind of did that today, I believe. And it's refillable. So it's a really beautiful option if you want to play and have fun and add life to your skin. Also, really good for end of day touch ups. Like if I'm out and about and I need to add something before I'm running to somewhere, I can just pop this on. It gives you that glow and you're like, by the end of the day, I don't want the glow. It sort of blurs. So if I'm oily, I can pop this on top and it kind of does this alchemy, magical, melty, blendy thing. And I just really like it. That's not what it claims to do. It just does that for me. And I really like it. The next, ooh, this is good. You've heard me talk about it. I have a solo review. I have been using this for a very long time. I don't remember when I posted that video, but this is real time of since then I've been pumping two two pumps of this every 3 days, 2 to 3 days. And I mean, it's good. So this is the Rose. Sorry, I always say Roz. This is the hair milk serum. It's very lightweight. Again, for fine hair, you gotta have lightweight. This is freshly washed hair. I did that for you. I freshly washed it because it was disgusting. I've been walking more and it's humid. And that combination really is gross after a few days. So gets matted and not matted, but you know what I mean. It can get weighed down. It can look, ugh. This never. It makes my hair look like my hair looked when I was 20. I don't know what's going on. There is a strong scent. Some might find it overpowering and overwhelming. I don't believe they give me full transparency on the scent, which is saying something because if I don't get full transparency, usually it's a deal breaker. But I like this so much that I'm like, I'm willing to look past it. And I will be buying this again and again and probably again until I find something better. And I don't know if I will. Ooh, this is a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I don't have a full scorecard for this. I really need to do that. But this is the Sweed Miracle Powder. I had it laying around for, this is embarrassing, but maybe like a year, and it lasts for 12 months. So do as I say, not as I do. But I picked it up because somebody mentioned this as a really good mixer with, I think it was a concealer, and I love your comments. You guys drop gems all the time over here in comments. So I have this in a darker shade than I would normally get, right? Like that looks a little bit too dark. I think this is medium light. And I use a big floofy brush. This is the BK Beauty 103. I pick up a little bit like so. Now, this is not the powder that I use if I want to mute shine significantly. This is what I've been using on top of tinted moisturizers, which is making it really good if you like light coverage and it's summertime, or if you just, I don't know, actually that's the main reason I like it. So I'm pop it on like this. I end up just pressing it into skin. And what I find this does is creates like a blurred veil on the skin, and it's not powdery looking. It just makes the finish of the skin look like satiny, velvety, not dry. But I love this on top of a tinted moisturizer or a moisturizing foundation. I've yet to find something that doesn't work with this. I also really like the medium light colors, shade, not colors, because it gives a little bit of color to my face, which I have fair skin. You wouldn't know because I'm wearing bronzer and blush and stuff like that. So I like it. I have another shade in that area. You don't want to see it. There's a lot. It's a lot. But I really like this shade. I'm telling you, you see the word miracle in a lot of product descriptions. I'm not going to say it's a miracle, but it does miraculous things. Should I just say it's a miracle? I don't know. It's really great and worth a look. And I have a discount code. I have a promo code for that too. And Sweed has a lot of great stuff, actually. I've been using them for a while now. I've been using a lot of these for a while now. Wouldn't make it here, but Sweed I've been using for years. So actually, I've been using all these brands for years, except Innersense. That was kind of relatively new, and HigherDose, the PEMF Mat. This was interesting. So I didn't expect to put this on because I tried the Le Chouchou, guys, I don't know, okay. Eadem, this is their lip softening balm. First time I tried this, it was in Bissap Glaze. These words, I am butchering them and I apologize. But it's this wine colored shade, and it's one of those metal applicators that everybody's doing now. So Eadem feels like it was on the edge, on the forefront. It's more of a winey shade. It's hard to tell because I have a lot of stuff on. I liked it. Then I tried a new shade called Sakura Shaved Ice. Is such a beautiful ballet pink, bubblegummy, just gorgeous color. And I like the way it feels. I like the way it lasts. My lips never feel more dry. I've been testing a lot of lip products. A lot of them are drying on my lips lately. And I was like, oh, maybe it's me. No. This one made me realize it's not. You can wear it overnight if you want to. It gives a little bit of a shine and shimmer. It feels great. It has a soft scent. There's just so many good things, and I really loved the new shades. Sometimes it's really just the shade. It's been in my bag and on heavy rotation for months. I thought I was done. Okay, wait, there's one more. This has already been on the list, and then I took it off, and then I put it back on because I can't stop wearing it. So this is the Ilia Necessary Eyeshadow Palette. This is their Cool Palette, and I've been really digging into it, if you couldn't tell. This one, that's my favorite color ever. And that is called Just. The shimmer is really nice as well, but the Just color is so pigmented. You really don't need much on a brush. And then again, I'm already wearing stuff, so this is slightly misleading to you, but it's sort of this, it is cool, right? It's a cool palette, but it is a warm cool. Does that make sense? It's like a flattering dusty mauve shade with cool undertones that I wear almost every day. This is the one I bring with me when I travel. I also really like it because it's an approachable palette. You're not getting 50 colors. I know some people love that. I just get I get overwhelmed. There's too many options. So you're getting enough to use, and then you can just sort of play with them if you're traveling. That was a darker shade. The payoff here is really, really strong. The blendability is also very, very easy. I don't know if I already said that. I just distracted myself with this new color. And by new, I mean it's the same stuff. I just haven't used it. This is the shimmer shade called Overcome. And I love the palette. And I do have the other colorway in this palette, which is the warm palette. I can complete my sentences. I really can. I keep reaching for it, and that's why I made it onto the list. I think it's a fun one. And it's kind of hard to go wrong with this palette, I feel. I don't know. Also, there's very little kickback. I haven't hit pan on any of these. They're not shallow. Some of the palettes I recently, there was one in particular that was very shallow per image or per color. Um, yeah, seemed like a little bit of a ripoff, but you'll find more about that on my website. Share what your favorites are if you would like to. I love to hear them, and tell us why. Pop them in the comments below. If you want to share, subscribers who have been with me for longer than a week can reply with comments. And I appreciate you hanging out with me to run through all of these little goodies. If you want to see the full Mama Jamma, like the extended version of top performers that are beyond what I would just call a favorite, it's back on the Boss Guide on TheStyleshaker. I'm going to go test some more products. I'll see you right back here real soon. Until then, bye. The sun is actually setting behind me. I am back and ready to party with the